This morning on The Dish, we are taking you to Bánh Anh Em, a Vietnamese restaurant where the chef says memory is the secret ingredient. She's given away her secrets. Chef Nguyen and her co-owner Nguyen run New York's Bánh Shop House, and before that, a local Vietnamese spot in the Bronx. But when Tan and Nguyen first met as line cooks more than a decade ago, they could have never imagined their success. Their newest restaurant, Bánh Anh Em, has been acclaimed by the New York Times and Michelin Guide and become wildly popular. Vladimir Dutier paid them a visit.
At Bánh Anh Em in New York's East Village, diners line up more than an hour before doors open.
You didn't do the pork on the side, right?
To taste Vietnamese classics done right and delicacies rarely found in the States. Chef and co-owner Nguyen is inspired by the flavors of her childhood in the Vietnamese highlands and dishes she discovered traveling the country by motorcycle.
That's how I learned. I didn't really go to culinary school, but I rode motorcycles like everywhere. And I met vendors. I talked to them and learned about the ingredients, learned about cooking technique. Vietnamese food is just so diverse, and each ingredient tell the stories behind it.
Look at that. Look how beautiful that is.
For Tan and her partner, Nguyen, food is a vehicle to tell those stories.
The dish is very meaningful and symbolic to us because our very first restaurant, it was the name of this dish, cam tam.
It's a Vietnamese-style meatloaf served with a grilled pork chop.
Cam tam is like broken rice. Back in the day, it's only poor people eating it because it's a very tiny part of the white grain.
And its place on the menu is a reminder of how far they've come. Tan barely spoke English when she moved to the United States in 2012.
I was like 22, came to a big country, didn't really have anything to even start with.
Check the population.
And the person that brought her here to the U.S. for an internship, she says, was fraudulent.
Me and my friends got letter from FBI.
From the FBI?
Yes, mentioned that he was a scam. So
the person who brought you into the
Yeah.
United States, that he trafficked you into the country.
I don't think traffic was a right word. So we legally came to America. We barely had enough hours. And the paycheck, he took some of the money from our paycheck.
Still, Tan says she believes she was meant to stay in America.
I left Vietnam, one of the reasons because I wanted to run away from my family. Like all the pain that I have to face when I was a little kid. My dad was very violent toward my mom. And I think with all the food that I cook with memory that I have with my mom, it started to like heal me inside.
Tan and Nguyen met as line cooks more than a decade ago. He was raised by Vietnamese immigrants in California and always appreciated food.
My grandparents would cook for us. My grandpa was really good at cooking pho, and that was something that we always looked forward to.
But as a young adult, John says he felt lost until that first kitchen job.
So I spent a lot of time kind of, jumping from job to job and not really having like a direction. And then when I found the restaurant, I finally found the thing that I wanted to do and felt like I was good at. If everything that happened led me here, then it was the right thing.
I can't just help thinking that there was some kind of plan in the universe at play here to bring the two of you together.
Yes, I feel like it's fate for us, yeah.
You guys both have to share the same philosophy and the same vision. When we became partners, we became stronger together.
In building the menu here, they drew from the foods of their childhoods. Tan learned to make these pork and mushroom-filled steamed rice rolls with her grandmother.
This one, is very meaningful to us because this is the dish that I couldn't find in New York.
Really?
Yeah, this is something that we eat as kids.
It's very labor intense. You see, every single sheet here, we make it by hand. And the technique is quite hard, so there's a balance of very smooth texture.
And this is the sauce that goes with it. So you can just spoon that over.
Oh my God, that's delicious.
Yeah.
They also consulted their Vietnamese staff on the dishes they missed. A common answer, banh mi.
It's so shocking to me because like bánh mì and pho, it's everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah, but the good one is,
The version that they remember
yeah,
is what they missed.
yeah, so I wanted to, it's like bake our bread in-house. Not only in-house, we bake it only like 10, 15 minutes before we open.
What?
Yeah,
You want to cut some for
sure.
Yes,
Vlad.
yes.
So this is our roasted pork sandwich. It took me 4 years to figure out how to do the pork belly properly.
The bread, flaky, crusty, delicious. The pork is so crispy.
There are innovations too, like this salted yolk sauce.
Everybody loves this sauce.
This sauce is insane.
Yeah. So this one is like my own creation.
It goes really good with the bread.
Oh, really?
100%. Yeah.
Developing those flavors is a personal process.
I think one of the secret ingredients in my cooking that I cook with memory and emotion.
And she believes that's what keeps guests coming back.
I think customers could feel it because we have customer flew from France, came and ate my food and she started to cry because it reminds her of her mom cooking.
What we get a kick of the most is like when everybody's just having a great time. I mean, this is why we do this.
That point about memory, I think, really hits hard when you hear about one of the dishes that they ate earlier, that it was the broken rice, which is more what poor folks in Vietnamese eat. But now, there's people lining up to get into this restaurant. It's just how she's able to take that memory and really create something new.
And cook with emotion. Cooking really is an art form, and I love how she talks about it and how she thinks people can feel that emotion and that passion. We say this every week, but we really have to go to this restaurant because Vietnamese is my absolute favorite. And when I heard Vlad was doing this, I was a little jealous.
I mean, you could hear the crunch when he bit into it, and we both were like,
So good. All right, what a great story. Great job, Vlad.